As we step back, the vast landscape of neural leadership architecture unfolds before us in all its complexity and beauty. Individual networks that once operated in isolation now pulse with shared intelligence, forming intricate patterns of thought and action across entire industries. We witness healthcare systems linking with environmental databases, financial networks integrating with social impact metrics, and education platforms evolving through constant interaction with emerging job markets. The crystalline neural structures we observed at the beginning have matured into living architectures of possibility. In emergency response centers, they enable split-second decisions that save lives. In research laboratories, they accelerate the discovery of new solutions for climate change. In urban planning offices, they help create cities that think and breathe with their inhabitants. Each implementation is unique, yet all are connected in the greater symphony of organizational intelligence. Global Sustainability in Action. A global sustainability initiative demonstrates the full potential of this architecture. Environmental data flows through AI processing nodes, merging with economic indicators and social impact metrics. Human wisdom guides ethical considerations while artificial intelligence processes millions of scenarios. The entire system thinks as one, yet maintains the diversity of perspective essential for true intelligence. In this new paradigm, organizations transcend traditional boundaries of thought and action. A municipal government's neural architecture connects seamlessly with public health systems, educational institutions, and environmental monitoring networks. Each node adds to the collective intelligence, creating solutions that no single entity could devise alone. This isn't just efficiency, it's an evolution in how we solve complex problems. A cognitive ecosystem. The future radiates before us like a neural network coming alive, each node representing not just a possibility but a new way of thinking about what organizations can become. In disaster response, neural architectures coordinate resources across continents. In scientific research, they enable breakthroughs by connecting previously isolated fields of study. Each instance of collaboration enhances the system's capacity to think, learn, and evolve. Neural leadership architecture, building organizations that think. A shimmering neural network materializes in space, its connections pulsing with streams of information and intelligence. But this isn't a biological brain or an artificial neural network, it's something entirely new, the architecture of an organization that thinks. Each node represents a point of decision-making, every connection a pathway of insight and action, all working together in perfect synchronicity. This is the future of organizational design, where the boundaries between human thought and artificial intelligence dissolve into a seamless cognitive ecosystem. Traditional hierarchies and matrix structures give way to dynamic neural architectures that adapt and evolve in real time, responding to challenges and opportunities with unprecedented speed and intelligence. Imagine an organization where every decision point acts like a neuron in a vast thinking network. Data flows like neurotransmitters between nodes, carrying not just information but context, meaning, and potential. AI systems don't just process this data, they enhance it, finding patterns and possibilities that inform human insight and wisdom. Applications in global logistics. In a global logistics hub, we see this architecture in action. Supply chain decisions that once required weeks of analysis now happen in moments, as AI systems process countless variables while human operators provide strategic oversight. The entire operation pulses like a living brain, each part aware of and responding to changes across the whole system. A sudden disruption ripples through the network. A port closure in Asia sends waves of data through the neural architecture. AI nodes immediately begin processing alternative routes and scenarios. Human decision makers receive not just alerts, but contextualized insights that enable rapid, intelligent responses. The organization doesn't just react, it thinks its way through the challenge. Building cognitive ecosystems. Building organizations that think requires more than just technology. It demands a fundamental reimagining of how we structure human-AI collaboration. In a cutting-edge research and development facility, we witness the delicate balance between artificial processing power and human creativity. Ideas flow freely between teams and AI systems, each enriching the other in a constant dance of innovation. Deep within this neural architecture, decision-making transforms. Traditional hierarchical approvals dissolve into dynamic response networks. We witness a pharmaceutical company where research insights flow through an intricate web of AI analysis and human expertise. Lab results trigger instant pattern recognition in AI systems, which simultaneously cross-reference global research databases and regulatory requirements. Research teams receive synthesized insights that accelerate discovery while ensuring compliance. The architecture adapts its structure in real time. When a promising compound emerges, the network reorganizes, forming new neural pathways between chemistry teams, AI modeling systems, and clinical trial specialists. Resources flow automatically to where they're needed most, like nutrients in a living brain supporting intensive cognitive activity. Transforming financial systems in a global financial institution, the neural architecture takes on a different form. Market data streams through AI processing nodes that detect subtle patterns and correlations across multiple time horizons. Human traders and analysts work within this enhanced cognitive environment, their insights amplified by AI systems that can process millions of data points per second. The organization thinks not just about immediate market movements, but about long-term trends and systemic implications. A market anomaly emerges. The neural architecture lights up like a brain experiencing insight. AI nodes instantly analyze historical patterns and potential consequences. Risk management systems activate, sending contextual alerts through the network. Human decision makers receive not just warnings, but comprehensive scenario analyses that enable strategic responses. Cultural and technological orchestration. Implementing such architecture requires careful orchestration. In a manufacturing conglomerate, we observe the transformation process unfold. The first step involves mapping existing decision flows and identifying key cognitive nodes where human judgment and AI processing can best complement each other. Legacy systems aren't discarded but integrated into the new neural framework, like evolutionary structures in the brain that serve essential functions. The challenge isn't just technological, it's cultural. Organizations must develop what we might call a collective growth mindset. In a technology company's development division, we see how teams learn to trust and leverage the neural architecture. Engineers and AI systems collaborate on code development, each augmenting the other's capabilities. The architecture provides not just error detection, but creative suggestions and optimization possibilities. Resistance often emerges from fear of losing autonomy. But successful implementations show how neural architecture enhances human agency. In an aerospace design studio, engineers work within an AI-enhanced creative environment that expands their capabilities. The architecture doesn't replace human creativity, it provides an enhanced cognitive space where innovation can flourish. Transforming leadership. The transformation requires new forms of leadership. Traditional management focused on controlling information flow and decision-making. Neural leadership instead cultivates the conditions for collective intelligence to emerge. Leaders learn to think with their organizations rather than trying to control them from above. In an urban planning project, this new leadership model demonstrates its power. The neural architecture connects citizen feedback, environmental data, traffic patterns, and economic indicators into a living model of the city. Leaders don't just make decisions, they engage with this dynamic cognitive ecosystem, allowing solutions to emerge from the collective intelligence of human insight and AI analysis. Future possibilities. As these systems mature, organizations develop integrated awareness and response capabilities. An environmental protection agency's architecture develops sophisticated pattern recognition across global ecosystems, enabling unprecedented capabilities for predicting and preventing ecological challenges. Advanced neural architectures begin to develop what we might call organizational intuition, the ability to sense and respond to subtle signals before they become obvious challenges or opportunities. A renewable energy company's architecture detects early indicators of shifting market dynamics, enabling proactive strategy adjustment. The future of these systems points toward cognitive ecosystems, interconnected networks of human and artificial intelligence that tackle increasingly complex challenges. Early signs of this are evident in a climate research initiative, where neural architectures from multiple organizations synchronize their cognitive capabilities towards shared goals. As we step back, the full scope of neural leadership architecture reveals itself. The individual neural networks we've witnessed connect and interweave, forming a vast tapestry of organizational intelligence. Each node, each connection, each pattern of thought and action contributes to a new way of imagining what an organization can be. The crystalline neural structures have evolved before our eyes, showing how organizations transcend traditional limitations, developing collective intelligence that combines human wisdom with artificial capabilities. These architectures adapt and grow, learning from success and every challenge they encounter. In this new paradigm, organizations don't just manage information, they think. They don't just respond to change, they anticipate and shape it. They don't just solve problems, they evolve new capabilities with each challenge. The boundaries between human and artificial intelligence blur not because one dominates the other, but because they enhance each other in ways we're only beginning to understand. The future stretches before us like a neural network illuminating the darkness, each node a possibility, each connection a pathway to new potential. This isn't just an evolution in organizational structure, it's a revolution in organizational consciousness. Through neural leadership architecture, we're building a world where intelligence is enhanced, interconnected, and transformative.